Hello students, today's class deals about basic concepts of acids and base. Acid is derived from a Latin word acidus, which means sour. So the chemical compound which is generally sour in taste are considered as acid. But nowadays we get termed chemically that the substance which liberate hydrogen ions when we dissolve in water are said to be acids. The examples of acids are hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, nitric acid. They are always liberate hydrogen when they dissolve in water. This is a chemical reaction for that hydrochloric acid plus water which giving hydrogen ion plus chloride ion. So H plus is liberated. Same thing in sulfuric acid also. Here also H plus ions are liberated. That means hydrogen ions are liberated means it is an acid. Next, the classification of acid. Based on the source, the acids are classified into organic and inorganic acids. Organic means we know that the acid which is derived from living organisms is said to be an organic acid, whether it is a plant or animal, it is called organic acid. Example, citric acid. We know that citric fruits or citrus fruits, just like lemon, we have that short taste because of the citric acid present in the lemon. So it is an example for an organic acid. Inorganic acids are salt like acid which is getting from soil or non-living substances. Next, properties of acids. Acids are sour in taste. They are corrosive, whether it is a skin, paper, cloth, or when it is a strong acid it is in corrosive nature. Some acids are in solid form, just as benzoic acid. Acids are colorless. They are having a color when using indicators. That means it turn blue litmus into red, methyl orange turn into pink when treated with an acid. They are soluble in water. Solutions are acids are conduct electricity. So when we need to conduct an electricity, we need H plus ions or OH minus ions. So acids are liberating H plus ions in water. So acids are good conductor of water. Next is properties of acid in chemical properties. Reaction with the metals. When it is react with metal, it will liberate hydrogen. Same thing, reaction with the metal carbonates and dicarbonates, that time also it liberate water. Next, reaction with the metal oxide. When it react with the metal oxide, it also liberate water. So these are the important chemical properties of acids. Next is uses of acid. First is digestion. Our digestion is done by hydrochloric acid present in our stomach. Next, vinegar and benzoic acid, they are mostly used for preservation of food materials. Then sodium and potassium salts, they are used for bathing soap, preparation of bathing soap and washing soaps. Sulfuric acid is called as a king of chemicals because it can used as a dehydrating agent and it can dissolve many chemicals. It is used in chemical factories. Then hydrochloric acid, nitric acid, sulfuric acids are very important in laboratory purposes. Very important is genetic material is nothing but DNA is made up of nucleic acid. So DNA and RNA are made up of acid. This is very important thing. Next is bases. Bases is just opposite to the acids. They are also corrosive in nature, but here their taste is called bitter. When we are touching a substance, it soapy means it is in base. So it is a best example or best indicator. Most of the bases are soapy in nature, which can liberate hydroxide ions when it dissolve in water. So just like an acid, it is liberate hydroxy ion, not hydrogen ion. OH minus ions are liberated when it is dissolved in water. Example, sodium hydroxide, NaOH, and potassium hydroxide. This is the reaction of bases NaOH, which can liberate sodium ion and hydroxide ion. Same thing, potassium hydroxide liberate potassium ion and hydroxide ion. So the bases which is soluble in water are said to be alkalis. Most of the bases are soluble in water. Example, sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide and ammonium hydroxide. They are highly soluble in water, so they are called alkalis. Some substances are not liberating or not releasing hydroxide ions, just like sodium carbonate, sodium bicarbonate and calcium carbonate. They won't liberate hydroxide ions, but they also behave like in bases. Properties of bases, physical properties. Bases are mostly exist in solid status. Very few are present in the liquid status. Bases are soapy, they are bitter in taste, they are also corrosive, they are generally colorless. We can using indicators, just like it turns red litmus into blue. Similarly, it turns methyl orange into yellow, phenolphthalein into pink. Base also conduct electricity in aqueous solution. That means it also liberating ions, so that it also conducting electricity. Next is chemical property. Reaction with metals. Mostly it won't react with metal, but some metals react with bases. With water, it liberate hydrogen ions. Next is reaction with metal oxides. All the bases are react with non-metallic oxides and produce water. Reaction with ammonium salt, it will react with ammonium salt and liberate salt, ammonium gas and water. These are the chemical properties of the base. Next we are going to see about uses of base. Base also used in many purposes, just like preparation of bathing soaps, washing soaps. Same thing in preparation of paper industries, medicines, etc. Calcium hydroxide used for whitewashing. Aluminum hydroxide and magnesium hydroxide used for antacids, just for treating acid. Next is ammonium hydroxide, which is used for manufacture of fertilizers, nylons, plastics and rubber. So these are the uses of bases. Next is neutralization reaction. It's just like nullifying reaction. That means acid and base combine together, forming a salt and a water. So here acid and bases are nullifying itself and forming its own salt and water. It is called neutralization reaction. In day-to-day life, we are daily doing neutralization reaction. You will see in one by one. Just like ant bite, wasp, when we are getting ant bite and wasp, we are using calcium hydroxide. Same thing, tooth decay for antacid, I already told you. Magnesium hydroxide used for antacid. When you get acidity, we are using that medicine. In agriculture and industrial purposes, in agriculture, when the land is acidic, we are using base fertilizer, just like vice versa. So making a neutralization of the soil, we are using more fertilizers. It also a neutralization reaction. This is daily we are doing in our day-to-day life. Same thing, brushing also a neutralization reaction. In night time, your mouth is forming acids that will nullify by your toothpaste, which is actually a base. So these are the neutralization reactions. Next we are going to see about indicators. Indicators are the substance which can indicate or help us to find out a solution is acid or base. This indicator is two type. One is natural, next one is synthetic. Natural indicators are turmeric indicator, hibiscus flower, beetroot and litmus. Litmus paper is actually produced from the lichens. Next is synthetic, phenolphthalein and methyl orange. Most of the laboratories we are using phenolphthalein, methyl orange for the confirmatory test. For preliminary test we are using litmus paper. So when you see the litmus paper, blue litmus turns red in acid, red litmus turns blue in base. Same thing, phenolphthalein is colorless in acid, which is turned pink in base. Methyl orange, which is red in acid and which turns yellow in bases. So these are the main points of acid and base. Thank you for watching. Share with your friends. If you have any doubts, comment me, subscribe.